Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at Samuree #1 from 1987 in Continuity Comics. Batten down the hatches because we got a live one today, fresh from Neal Adams' own Continuity Studios. The 1980s was a great time to be a ninja, especially a teenage ninja, which raises our first question. Just how old is the lead character of this comic? Based on the defined musculature and facial features, our heroine appears to be in her mid-20s, but no, the story assures us right on the second page that our titular Samuree is only 16 years old. What's more, she's never once called Samuree anywhere. Her name is Daryl, and everyone calls her Daryl. Does she maybe look a little bit like Daryl Hannah? And maybe she does at that. There's only ever been the one famous blonde woman named Daryl, after all, and she was really famous in the years right before this comic was made. Samuree is an artistic showcase for one Mark Beachum, perhaps not a name familiar to the current era, but a figure of no small renown in the mid to late 80s. He'd actually been bouncing around the industry for a good few years before falling into the orbit of Adam's shop, picking up odd jobs for Marvel and DC, as well as a reputation for being both flamboyant and allergic to deadlines. Now, of course, the gift and the curse of Continuity Comics was the presence of Neal Adams at every step of the creative process. Although he's only credited with the original story here, his influence can be felt throughout, either by directly correcting the pencils in the studio or supervising finishers and inkers who were directly trained by him. The result was a line of comics that all read more or less like they came directly from Adams himself, for better and for worse. To give you an idea, the issue doesn't just introduce Samuree, but features a team-up with Continuity's main team, the Revengers. The team-up occurs in a dark room where everyone's trying to be quiet, and the Revengers team is never actually named as such, a Neal Adams creative decision if ever there was. Through it all, the central unifying element for every composition remains Daryl's behind. If you've ever read a Mark Beachum comic, that should come as no surprise whatsoever. Dude likes what he likes. The results, such as they are, make it relatively easy to see where Adams ends and Beachum begins. After all, Adams always struck me as more of a leg man.